everybody, this is Brian back with the Gala Games Gala token update. Boy, this market is looking ready to go. The Bitcoin dominance is getting up to a rejection point. Gala Games is getting reset on all these RSIs. This thing is looking absolutely beautiful right now. Okay, I want to show you this Bitcoin dominance real quick. Then we're going to get back to Gala here. But Bitcoin dominance, okay, it's been running. This is on the daily. All right, I'm going to put it on the weekly chart just so you can get a better idea what's going on here. Okay, it has been running in this range right here. Okay, since what is it, May of 2021. Okay, it's been getting to the top of the range. Let me grab my pointer here. It's been getting to the top of the range, then get rejected. Getting up near top, getting rejected. Top, rejected. It's at the top again. Okay, it had bearish divergence forming here on the daily. But what I want to show you is, okay, if we put this thing, this is on the weekly right here. Okay, now you can see down at the bottom. Okay, see the gap here before we started up. Okay, you can see once the weekly got to the top, you can see when it falls down the other side what's happened to this thing. Okay, move on to the next one. That daily ran to the top, or the weekly, then it ran back down as the weekly corrected. Okay, then from the bottom we ran back up to the top again of the weekly. Once we got to the top, we're back down to the bottom of the range. Okay, we're back to the bottom again. Now we're at the top. All right, this thing comes back down to 38, 39%. These altcoins are going to run like crazy. That last time this happened was back in June of last year. Okay, when this thing ran down and the altcoins ran. Okay, that's what happens every time Bitcoin dominance falls. The altcoins take more of the market cap and they run like crazy. So that thing is playing out beautifully. I want to show you something on Bitcoin that I just noticed this yesterday. I put out a video about it. Let me put this on the daily. Okay, I want to see what you guys' opinion is on this thing. Okay, does anything look familiar between here and here? Okay, if we take this. Okay, this bar pattern. Okay, we take it and move it up here. Right, they say price action repeats itself. Okay, boy, that looks awful familiar, don't it? I mean, that would make a lot of sense too. There's a lot of people talking that Bitcoin has never came back and retested this breakout right here. Okay, now if we move this thing out of the way, okay, this graph. All right, you can see that we pushed up. We had our higher high. We had our higher high. Then we had our dip. Then we had our dip. Okay, then we had our next higher high. Our next higher high. Then we had our fall off. Okay, now we're in the middle of this fall off. It would make perfect sense. All right, okay, this thing would come back, touch that 25,000 where everybody's talking about, right back here at that support, and bounce. Okay, that would if it followed this chart, that would take us up towards the 34,000 area, which I don't know. What do you think about that? What's your opinion? Looks very similar to me. Okay, so let's go back. And then we talked about yesterday, we talked about the falling dollar. I mean, all this stuff is lining up for a massive altcoin run. Okay, you got your 5 waves down going on this thing. That daily RSI, you can see it is it's at the top and it's showing weakness. Okay, it didn't even come up as high as the last time. Okay, it's showing weakness in the RSI there. If we put this thing, on the weekly, it's still coming down. I expect this thing to absolutely fall through that 100.7 and head down. We inverted it yesterday, just in case you missed yesterday's video. That would be a perfect breakout. Okay, you have your break of resistance, you have your back test and continuation. Okay, so I expect it to break that 100.7 and come down here in the 90s somewhere. I have an alarm set for that thing. I would definitely that's when we're going to get our run. Every single time that Bitcoin has had a big run, or the altcoins, we've had a falling dollar. Okay, so I have my eye on that thing like crazy. Let's get back to Gala here. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate that so very much, guys. And first off, I want to show you the crypto bubbles here, because these things, just within the last hour, they've started popping off. And this is on the hourly. Okay, you can see Ejective, it's up 8% on the hour. A lot of stuff really turning around. A lot of these daily RSIs are reset. I'm not saying that we're going to have our blast from here, but very possible. You don't know. Bitcoin might not come down to that 25. There's a lot of guys in shorts out there waiting for it to come down there. Them market makers, they could trap them shorts and run it up from here. So a lot of liquidity for them to trap down there. So that very much could happen. You never know. And this is the daily bubbles here. You can see here's the crypto fear and greed index. The market cap is up 1.29% now. Volume is down 5.79 over 24 hours. The market sentiment, we're at a 53. We were at a 53 yesterday. Still in the greed. Here's your top 100 from CoinMarketCap. I'm going to reload this real quick. Yeah, we got some stuff. It's because Bitcoin's making a little bit of a run here. Okay, I believe it's going to get rejected off that trend line, but we'll see what happens. You never know. Might bust through there and take off from here. I don't know. Let's take a real quick look at it, because right now as I'm making this video, the thing's been moving, and we'll get right back. That's why everything's turning green. Okay, you can see. Let's move this out of the way here. Whoops, I apologize. Let me just delete it and put it on the 4-hour. You can see it's running right up to that trend line right now. See that? Well, it's peeking up through it. Boy, hey, I'm not going to argue if Bitcoin takes off from here. That would be fantastic. I'm not going to argue at all. The daily RSI on Bitcoin is down at the bottom, reset. The weekly is a little high, of course. The 12 is down at the bottom. I believe the 8's at the top. Yeah. So it needs some cooling off to do, but who knows? Maybe it will take off from here. Very much. I'm not going to count that out. That would be great. I could start this rally now. That would be fantastic. But let's get back to Gala here, okay? Let me clean this off here. Let me get rid of all this stuff here. Okay, I want my RSIs back. All right, let's get rid of these two. There we go. Now, down at the bottom, you can see that daily is reset, which is absolutely gorgeous. We've been waiting for that. Every time this thing is reset, let me show you what's happened. Okay, last time was right here, and it finally ran to the top over here. That was a 40% move. Okay, the time before was right here, ran to the top right there. It was a 70% move. Okay, we had a little a weak move right here, but that was still 30%. Okay, then we had another kind of a half dud here on this one, but that's still, geez, that was still a 35% move. Okay, so you can see what can happen on this daily when it rips out of here. This thing is, everything really is coiling up. If we put this on the weekly, see the weekly turning like it wants to turn up from here, which that's perfectly fine. Okay, it's been a long time since Gala's that weekly has reset. It's only reset how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times since the coin has been out. So you can see it turning right there. Wants to flip back up. So that would be fantastic. That's what we want to see. And let's look at the 12 and the 8. The 12 is at the bottom, turning. It's turned bullish. Okay, so, and let's look at the 8. See where it's at. The 8 turned up and it's turned bullish, and you can see Gala starting to make a little bit of a move now. So things are looking great for this coin. It absolutely looks beautiful. I don't think you're ever if ever, going to see Gala for a penny and a half again. I really don't. This thing is looking fantastic. Been waiting for these daily RSIs to reset in the higher time frames. Bitcoin, the falling dollar, the falling Bitcoin dominance, everything is lining up for a run in this market. So thank you so much, guys. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button. I would appreciate that so very much. And I'll talk to you very soon.